to the Eating and Body Image podcast with your host, Shawn Obaro, a licensed mental health professional. This podcast focuses on breaking the silence about eating disorders and challenging harmful messages about food, movement, and body image. This is episode 5, and we are focusing on navigating the highs and the lows of body image and invisibility. There is a misunderstanding about eating disorders, and some people think it's about thinness, vanity, and food. However, today we're going to dive into the complexities of eating disorders and explore the highs and the lows of body image, as body dissatisfaction plays an important role in the development of eating disorders. I'm so excited to continue this podcast, and this time I'm taking my therapist mask off to share more about my personal story and the things that have helped me navigate feelings of invisibility, body dissatisfaction, and eating disorder recovery. Recently, I reflected on my experience with body image in the past and the present. In the past, my sense of self-worth was tied to my emotions, and my emotions influenced how I felt about myself and my body. As a person who has struggled with body dissatisfaction and an eating disorder, I often turn to food and movement as a tool to reshape my body when uncomfortable emotions arose. I really wanted to feel better emotionally to cope with my feelings of sadness, anxiety, rejection, and the list goes on. My past relationship with my body was based on the highs and the lows of my emotions. I created rules about food and movement to feel better about my body because somehow that will make me feel less invisible. And even when I felt more visible, I was drawn back into the invisibility because I felt I didn't deserve to feel good about myself. My relationship with food, my body, and movement determined whether I was going to have a great day or a miserable one. And my self-worth was dictated by my happiness or disdain for various circumstances in my life. As I have progressed through eating disorder recovery, I have learned that my body deserves more than reacting to the highs and lows of my emotions. I had to let go of rules about food and movement to have a better relationship with my body. The body dissatisfaction and eating disorder robbed me of the happiness and enjoyment that I deserved. And I felt freedom when I allowed myself to feel my emotions and allow my body to function the way it's supposed to. Don't get me wrong. I still have my days when my emotions are so overwhelming that the shift to return to my body feels tempting. But as I continue to navigate eating disorder recovery, while also helping others with eating disorders, I realized that I can take off my therapist mask and I don't have to be perfectly healed to help others. For me, eating disorder recovery is a lifelong journey that has not been linear. My journey has had its ups and downs. Despite this, I have learned that my self-worth is not dependent on how I feel about my body. I know I still deserve to take care of my body and allow my emotions to come in waves. My journey with my body and my emotions has included moments of acceptance, hate, gratitude, positivity, freedom, and grief. As I continue to manage my eating disorder recovery, I use art, music, poetry, and dance to understand my emotions and to cope with moments of body dissatisfaction. I have also navigated my eating disorder recovery by practicing gratitude, exploring my past and present experiences, and allowing my body to exist as it is without fighting its nature. I want to end this episode with a takeaway. It's okay to take off your mask and help others even when you are at your lowest. Someone can be helped by your story. Thanks for taking the time to listen. You can find more information about eating disorder support and resources at www.shawncares.com or visiblyu_podcast #1 on Instagram as well as YouTube. Thank you.